What's up, you guys? James Strickland here. Welcome to the Boss of Bosses 6 meet recap. I could not be happier with my performance at the meet. Sorry it's a couple days late. It's taken me a little bit of time to get the video review in for you guys, but very, very satisfied. Had a darn near perfect meet prep and had a darn near perfect meet, as you can tell from the thumbnail. And I'm sure you guys have seen the total and things like that. But I know you guys are anxious to jump right into the recap. It's a couple minutes long, so I'm gonna show you guys that real quick. And then we'll discuss everything about the meet right after, and then kind of what my future plans are going in. So let's jump into the recap.
For animal?
As long as we can figure it out by seat.
Yeah, no, most of my lifters are in this boat. What I can do is move this out of the way.
He earned a 2,100-pound total. Pretty good for a bench-only guy. Let's go, James. Ball squat from James. To the right. Go to the right here. That was perfect, bro. Once he gets set up, we'll start getting crazy. Make some noise for him. Let me hear you. This is an all-time world record. This is a big, strong power record. All right, man. Come on, James. Nice. Let's see what the judges have to say about that. 668 pounds. Stupid. This is crazy. Let's go, man. I want to see you hit this. Build that total, brother. Here we go. Everybody good? Everybody good? Give me a hand. Let's go, man. This is a big one.
There you go. So that was pretty short and sweet. I'll go ahead and describe to you guys what I was thinking during the lifts. That was a total of a 2182.5. That alone put me in the top 10 all time in 308 weight class. I didn't even know that that was going to be the case going into the meet. I knew there was a couple things, that I was looking at record wise, potential, but I'm the type of person, as I've told you guys time and time again in the recaps, I don't count my eggs before they catch. I'm sorry, I don't count my chickens before they hatch. I go in pretty humble, I think, and I kind of rest on the trust of my training kind of leading up. I don't overexert myself, for the purpose of ego or anything like that. So I knew that going into the meet, there were certain numbers that were pretty much, I don't want to say guaranteed, but because nothing's guaranteed, but I knew that on a bad day I could hit those, and then on a very good day I could potentially do something really, really crazy and wild. Overall, I'm very, very happy with my performance. It's obviously a big jump from last year. 1 year ago at Boss of Bosses 5, I did a 2100, and that was with a 705 squat, a 622 bench, and a 771 deadlift. I think obviously the squat this year has gone up by 55 pounds. That's the biggest jump. My bench PR in a full meet anyways has gone up by a few pounds, and so has my deadlift. But squat by far put me over the top with a 82.5 pound PR. I did have some aspirations of potentially going 2200 or even further, but those are like I said, those are sometimes kind of pipe dreams. They're on a perfect day, things could have gone that way, but I'm happy with the 2182. I mean, heck, it got me second overall. Actually got second behind my buddy Jeff Yonker, who got just below a 2200, 2199 with like a 558 Wilks. Myself was a 555 Wilks. Then we had Andrew Herbert, Rob Hall, Ogden Michael Bust, and just a lot of other great competitors. Send a shout out to all those guys. But so breaking down each of my lifts, going into squat, I actually have been training in the gangsta sleeves from Mark Bell's Slingshot, and they're a little bit thicker. They're actually 9mm, and those are the blue ones that I've been training with. And I actually didn't give it a second thought because I really don't rest a lot of my lifts on the sleeves, or definitely don't do wraps, or at least not right now. So when I'm lifting for safety and for the sake of protecting my joints, not for helping the lift. So I've been training in those sleeves for, I guess, the last year or so, and didn't even think twice about taking them to the meet and trying to compete in them. And as I got to the meet, I had a couple competitors of mine say, "Hey, those sleeves that you got in your bag, those are 9mm. They're not going to be legal for the meet." And I went, "Oh, I guess, yeah, you're right." Well, all I did was just call up Mark Bell's Slingshot. I got contacts over there. Obviously, they're one of my sponsors. And I said, "Hey, you guys, I'm kind of at a quick time turnaround. I need you guys, if possible, to get me some sleeves for the meet day." And they said, yeah, we can get you some new sleeves or whatever. And what size do you need? And so I told them, and literally I was warming up for my squat, and it was the last heavy single before I was going to go out and do my opener with 688. So I was getting a little nervous, even though I know that the sleeves don't make or break the lift. In fact, I was willing to just go out there and do neck and knee, but they got it just in the nick of time. So shout out to you guys. But got my last my last heavy single in the warm-up room was right at 600 or so, which is about what I normally hit in training. Went out, smashed the 688, and I actually thought it was going to be a little bit easier, so I was a little bit uneasy about jumping straight to 744, which was my second attempt, my planned second attempt. So I went ahead and cut the middle, and I was like, let's go 727. I ended up going... and actually, I bumped it up at the last second, and it didn't really catch. So I ended up doing a 727 on the second. I was going to try to go like 733. Didn't really matter. It gave me a strong feeling that I could go upwards of 750, 760. Going into the meet, I've had people say you could go 780. But here's the thing. On a perfect day, absolutely. And I knew that I needed bench and deadlift to be at their best in order to at least pull off a good total. And then to go my very, very best, I'd have to be 100%. And I didn't have the exact confidence because I haven't squatted in a competition over 705 ever. So doing a 727, which is a 22-pound PR, I felt pretty good about that. went ahead and called for my third to be 760. And at first, actually, I did call for 755. I did some calculations in the back of my head and kind of thought about it after I did that. And I said, well, if I have a mediocre bench of 639 and I have a 805 squat, then I have to go 760 on squat to go 2200, which was kind of somewhat my goal. And so I went ahead and bumped up the squat to 760. Glad I did, got it. I don't know if there was much more there without straining myself. So it was a strategic plan to go 760. Ended up 3 for 3 on squat. Extremely happy about that. Went ahead and just went back, started stretching out, just kind of getting my mind right, getting a little bit of food in me so that I could go into bench with a lot of energy. Opener obviously was still set at 600, kept that the same. Warm-ups felt great in the warm-up room, was warming up with everybody back there. Julius Maddox, I mean, it was a really, really good warm-up room. Obviously, the competitors at the meet were amazing, but I was warming up with my friends, my buddies. And so, Jeff Yonker being there, a training partner, so we're feeding off each other's energy. We're all ready to go for bench. And of course, everybody's looking at me and Julius and Thomas Davis because we got the big 600-plus benches going down at the meet. So went ahead and hit my last warm-up. Was like, I was supposed to go 575, ended up doing 585, no big deal. Flew up, was very, very confident about going out and smashing 600. And I went out, and as you saw, it flew up like a rocket, faster than I've ever opened up with 600. And so really, really good feeling going in to my second attempt, which was already planned at 639. That would be, just a small PR for me. It actually set an all-time world record in a full power meet. So that's with squat before and deadlift after. And that was Dan Kovacs's record at 308. So pretty ecstatic that I've got an all-time world record. Kind of overlooked that one going in. I've had my sights set pretty high. Went ahead and called for 668 on a third, and that would have been within 4 pounds of my bench only PR. Just missed that, a little bit fatigued, the lockout, just kind of lost the groove, but it happened. So went ahead and went 2 for 3 on bench. Went into deadlifts feeling really, really good. Actually felt so good after bench. The guys told us that there was going to be like an athlete's area with some AC and things like that. So it's kind of away from the warm-up room, away from the meet, just kind of in a private area where we could just hang out in the AC and just relax for a while, get some food in us. And had a couple Mountain Dews. I love Mountain Dew, I love sodas. So I went ahead and just kind of treated it like any training day, just relaxing, trying to get my mind right, reset everything for deadlifts, prepared to go for a 7-11 opener, which is a very big opener for me, at least, in the sense of never doing it in a meet. So on the opener, went out and smashed 7-11, went ahead and said, let's go, my mind just went blank. Go ahead and call for 782 for a PR on my second attempt, and then go ahead and try for like 804 on a third to go ahead and round out a 2200 total. And so second attempt, started getting it down, and you could see I obviously missed it, and I'll tell you why. I was gassy, and as embarrassing as it seems, I was getting down, trying to get tight, and I couldn't seem to keep my food down. That was obviously all that carbonation, which, my bad. So I had a bunch of gas trying to come up, and I needed to burp basically, and I really just didn't want to throw up all over the platform. And I knew that if I was going to pull it all the way up, I was just going to barf everywhere straight up. And it's not worth it to me. I can come back and hit it again. I did know as soon as I put it down and realized, I went like this and kind of walked off. Everybody's like, what's going on? It looked like you were going to be pretty, it looked like it was going to be easy. And I basically said, look, I got a burp. And then as soon as I said that, I belched really loud right by where the officials tables was. And I said, well, obviously I think I could pull 800, but I'm nervous about that. I don't know if I want to call that right now. I think I got lucky at the third attempt with 771 at Boss of Bosses 5, and I was just able to get it. And I didn't think that I wanted to take that gamble again. So it was one of those times where I had to just make a choice. And I definitely feel like I left some on the platform, but called for 782 again, got my mind right. I knew I was going to get it. I knew that the weight was easy. I've hit it in training. I knew I was going to hit it. I knew I had energy. I wasn't hurt. So when I came back out on the third, that's when you saw me do 2 pumps and just pull it right up and lock it out, and was fine with that. Now, there wasn't a big celebration afterwards because I really was feeling like I left some on the platform with bench, and I left some on the platform with deadlift. But overall, when I went back and I thought about what I had just done, I was actually very, very ecstatic because PRs all the way around. It's a 55-pound PR on squat. Got about a 6.5, 7-pound PR on bench in a full meet. And then obviously you got the deadlift PR by about 10 pounds or so, or 11 pounds on deadlift. Total was 82 pound PR, and walked away literally uninjured. I did have a little bit of a lat pull. It's like a grade 2 tear, so it's nothing major. So you guys may have been following me on Instagram and seeing the pictures. It's healing nicely though. This is about a week after the meet. So sorry once again for getting the recap to you guys a little bit late. But it does take some time to get those videos in and get them edited. The live stream was not the best. So I definitely wanted to make sure you guys got a full edited version of the video that looks good and you could hear what was going on in the meet. But, overall, like I said, I want to thank all my competitors. You guys pushed me. I placed really well overall, won some money. Can't really complain about that. So overall, I think, being top 10, number 9 of all time with the 308 weight class is something that after 2 meets really of really training, very, very humbled to be there. And I know there's more in the tank. And I know you guys know there's more in the tank. I really feel like I had about a 650 bench, 650, 660 possibly, or if I stayed in the groove, that 668. But it's, we could say things all day long like that, but if it doesn't happen in the meet, it doesn't happen. And I really feel like an 804 deadlift was there. So I really feel like it could have been probably, more of a 2220 or, ish total. So it leaves some more to train for. Leave some more on the table to really strive for. I definitely think that I'm capable of 800 plus 800 plus squat. I definitely think I'm going to be going up in bench and the 800 plus deadlift. I mean, that puts me into contention for potentially one of the top 1 and 2 308 of all time, which is kind of crazy because I'm a bench guy, right? Anyway, so plans moving forward. I know you guys are always anxious to see this. I really know that my bench has taken, some leaps and bounds this last couple training cycles with the meet that I kind of didn't do in June, and obviously doing this one. We are sitting at a strong 660 bench right now in a full meet. So I really feel like when we take the squat and deadlift out of it for a while, which is going to be safe to say, I'm going to do that anyways, just because pulling the lat on the last deadlift, didn't even feel it till I got home. But it's bruised up pretty big. So I'm definitely going to take precautions with that. Not looking to jump back into training too soon, but I definitely want to take some time off, spend some time with the family, just do some other stuff. But I definitely want to get back as soon as I possibly can that's safe and work on some bench stuff and really see where I'm going with that. It's possible that I could do a bench only meet here within the next 8 to 10 weeks. If everything checks out and there's no injuries going forward, and if training keeps going the way it can. So we're really looking to do 700. So the road to 700 pounds is definitely going to continue. No plans on doing a full meet anytime soon, naturally, because I think it takes a little bit more out of me. Still have some unfinished business to do with bench, and a full meet would just takes a little bit more time out of the day and out of the schedule. And so in my life personally, I think I'm good for 1 full meet a year, and then we can do some bench only meets here and there just to have some fun. Animal Cage is going to be coming up in March, looking to do about a 700 for reps on squat, 600 for reps on bench, and 800 for reps on deadlift. So stay tuned for that. Obviously, I'm going to have to train a little bit for that to get those numbers up, but that'll be after I focus on bench a little bit. But that's really it for the recap. I wanted to thank a few people, and this time I'm not going to forget, because last time I forgot a few people and I felt pretty bad. So obviously, first and foremost, I want to thank my wife and family. You guys are amazing. My wife, my partner in crime, we do everything together. We go everywhere together. We're inseparable, and there's a reason for that. Love you, babe. I appreciate all your support and just, sticking with me through all this, all the training and all the times that I'm away and the times that I'm obviously away from you and when I'm at the meet. So I love you, babe. Josh Bryant, my coach, Jailhouse Strong, never gets enough credit for anything he does. Does a lot of stuff behind the scenes, does not expect the credit for it. Trains a lot of us guys, obviously, that were at the meet and did amazing. You know him because he obviously trains Julius Maddox, the world all-time bench press record. And actually, I want to take the time to congratulate you on your new 739.6 because it does count. All-time biggest raw bench ever, beat Kirill's out by about 1.5 pounds. And really, you know, and my take on that is there's more in the tank. So I wish you the best of luck. But Josh, you know, we've worked together for over 2 years now, and we really worked on sticking points and a lot of stuff behind the scenes in my own training. I don't want to take credit for because Josh is the one that's kind of being the puppet master and telling me what to do. His years of experience with various lifters have brought a lot of what you see in the product that you've seen in my lifting. So thanks, Josh. Animal, of course, Animal Pack, J-Dog, Eric Schwartz, all the Animal team, you guys obviously helping me out to get to the meets, take care of things for me, take care of my supplement needs, just basically being there, supporting me. Really do appreciate you guys. Love to be on board. This is my 1-year anniversary, and they did bring on a new guy, and really appreciate all that they do for me. Skull Smash, Steve over Skull Smash Ammonia, always giving me the best quality ammonia. That's the stuff that I'm sniffing before a big lift, if you guys didn't know. And, you know, it really helps to get you focused. I used it primarily on deadlift at this meet because at the end of the meet, you're starting to drag a little bit and you got a lot of energy that's kind of been spent on the other lifts. And that's a really good time. If you need a slap in the face, use that ammonia. Mark Bell and Slingshot, a little bit more of a dive down into who actually helped me out. Obviously, Mark Bell, Jessica Smith, Chris and Joey, you are the ones that brought me actually a goodie bag to the meet, really cool custom shirt and name badge. But Joey bringing those sleeves to me when I really needed them at the last second, it really helped out. Really do appreciate it. Justin Dubs Barbell, you guys know him because I've gone to train with him quite a bit. You know, he's here in the Spring area, in Spring, Texas. If you guys need a gym, check them out. Definitely appreciate all that you've done for me and being there for the lifts that I need, you know, training days and things like that. Woodland Strength and Conditioning, Tommy, Jessica, Jeff Yonker, my training partner, and also winner of the meet. You know, you come out and help me out, various gyms that I need to go and train at, and you're just there for me. I really do appreciate you. And if you're in the Houston area, check out Yonk's Nutrition. He's got a supplement store. It's up on the I-45 North, so check him out. Tanner and Tommy with Massonomics. If you guys don't know about Massonomics, you guys are missing out. Very, very entertaining podcast about nothing. Just kidding. But it really is cool because they talk about various lifting subjects. You know, they talk about the strongman competitions that are going on, powerlifting. They kind of summarize everything that's going on. They make amazing memes. There's verses. Just check them out. You know, I'll put all the links to everybody that I'm talking about below and links to their Instagrams and things like that so you can check them out. But thank you guys for, you know, helping me out financially as well to get to the meet. Obviously, meets are not cheap, and flying across the country can rack up a bill. So I really do appreciate everybody that I've mentioned helping me out. Texas Power Bars, all the bars that I've trained with, and actually all the bars that were in the meet are from Texas Power Bars. You know, the squat bar, obviously I use on squat days. I take my squat bar to the gym where I'm working out at. Take my power bar for bench, and I take my deadlift bar for deadlift. And you guys provide the best knurling in the business. I mean, obviously the bars can handle a lot more weight than I'll ever put on them, but I really do appreciate you guys taking care of me. And last, but definitely not least, all my fans, followers, and all my subscribers, you guys, you know, I really do appreciate you guys tuning in every week and joining on my journey to 700 pounds, to 2,200 pounds, whatever. You really do appreciate the questions that you guys always submit. Not going to do any this week because I want to make this recap, you know, shorter than normal, but a little bit more about the recap and less about the questions. But I'm not sure how we're going to do the recaps going forward, but stay tuned. I definitely want to provide you guys some content going forward, just to let you guys know what's going on in my training and my life and just in general. And of course, to converse with you guys about the questions and things like that. I'm going to wrap this video up for the recap. I really do appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. If you like this video, definitely like it. If you like my channel, I'm going to bring more stuff like this to you guys. please subscribe. For all of those who have subscribed, I really do appreciate you once again. Check out my website. For the next couple days, I am going to have a bench and full power 24-week special is basically half off. So my 24-week bench program, 1 or 2, you can get 1 or 2, or you can get both, but they're obviously going to be separate cost, is $50. It's normally double that. And then as far as my 24-week full power program, right now it's $99. So heck of a deal. Going to keep that here for the next couple days for you guys that have subscribed. But check that out, benchonly.com. Links down below as well. And definitely check me out on Instagram at SwimHack. And we'll see you guys soon. Not sure if it'll be next week, but stay tuned. And we'll probably be talking about bench here going forward to the bench only meet. So thanks.